guys, so today I am in a slightly different setup. This is still in my room, just we're kind of on a squiff from where I usually sit. This is my TBR cart. These are a huge thing on Bookstagram or just on the internet in general for bookish people at the minute, but I have had this cart. It's from IKEA. I've had it since I was at my first university, so like 4 years ago, and I used to keep all of my uni stuff on it, but now I keep my TBR books just to organise them and keep them separate from the rest of my shelves. So I thought today I would talk about what is on my TBR cart and show you some of the books. I have Judy Vardy by Ruth Estevez. This is one that I picked up from Yalc this year. A few of these books are from Yalc and I will have them linked in the description box if you want to check out my vlog from Yalc, but it's one, as I said, that I picked up from one of the publisher tables. Yeah, haven't read this yet, but I'm still very much looking forward to it. I do kind of want to keep it till the summer because I feel like it'll be a good summer read, but I'll probably just end up reading it soon anyway. It basically deals with a girl living in Robin Hood's Bay and it has pirates in it. It's set in the 1700s and it just seems very interesting and unique and not like anything else that I have, so I'm super excited for this. Then I have an Arc of Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera, which I still haven't read. Again, I'm useless, like, please tell me. This might be one that I pick up next actually because it's quite short and, as I said, it has actually come out now. This has been released now and I still haven't read it, so I do need to read this. This is another one that I got at Yalc. I actually won it in a giveaway they were doing. So yeah, I'm super excited for this actually. Yeah, I think it's about a war, but I believe that there's like two brothers and they're fighting against each other. Perhaps, I don't know, but it seems really intriguing, and as I said, I might pick this up next because it has just been released and it seems very much something that I would enjoy. Then I have The Last Namsara. This is another one that I picked up for Yalc. Or actually, I picked this up at Yalc, not for Yalc. I'm pretty sure this is one that I bought a copy and then, yes, I bought a copy of this book and then left it at home. And when I went to Yalc, obviously I couldn't get it signed. So I bought another one at Yalc and then didn't actually get the chance to meet the author. So then I had two copies. I gave one to my friend Vicky and I still have not read this, but it deals with dragons, which, for those of you that don't know, I love dragons. I'm a very fantastical person and dragons make me happy, so yeah. But this is about a dragon slayer named Asha, and I think it's one of those things where she has to marry someone she doesn't want to marry, and I'm guessing they're going to fall in love anyway. Seems like one of those books, but I'm very excited for this. This cover is so lovely and I just think it's going to be something I really enjoy. So another one that I might end up picking up very soon, but I think a lot of these books I've been putting them off, and not because I don't want to read them, but because I do want to read them. I'm just so scared that they won't live up to the hype I've given them, but you guys know what I mean. Then I have the Spellbook of Lost and Found by Moira Fowley Doyle. This is one that I did start reading and I put it down. I can't remember what I put it down to read instead, but it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying it, I just wanted to read something else. But this is a very spooky witchcraft inspired story, I believe. I've only read the first like 2 chapters, but yeah, it was very intriguing. I did quite enjoy the writing style. It's very different for contemporary because it obviously deals with witchcraft and that sort of thing, but yeah, I think this would be a good Halloween time read, but I'll probably end up reading it way before then. But yeah, also again, this cover is very satisfying and I love the fact that there's a redhead on it because redheads rule. We have The Last Voyage of Poe Blythe, which is a book that I have not yet read, obviously, even though I was so excited for this to come out. I actually purchased this in Switzerland when I was visiting my family. I'll leave that vlog in the description box as well, but again, yeah, this is one that I picked up ages ago, really desperate to read, and so many people were saying how amazing it is that I've been kind of scared to read it, so I will get to this soon. But yeah, I really, again, all of these covers are absolutely gorgeous, but this is a book that I'm super excited for. A few people describe it as sci-fi girl power and I'm on board with that. So the next one I have is Dracul. This is written by, I want to say, I can't remember what relation to Bram Stoker he is, but he's related to Bram Stoker in some way, but he has written a prequel to Dracula and I haven't finished Dracula. I feel like I want to read Dracula and then read the prequel, which I know loads of people are probably thinking, well, why did you buy this if you haven't read Dracula? But I started reading it a really, really long time ago, and the copy that I have is really, really tiny font, and it's so hard to read. So I feel like I'm gonna have to maybe like get another copy that's a bit easier to read and then read Dracula and then this one. But yeah, it's a prequel. It's had loads of amazing blurbs. A lot of people have said that it's absolutely terrifying and it's really freaky and spooky and just everything you expect it to be. So it's very, very high praise, and I'm kind of expecting it to be very, very good. But yeah, also again, this cover is very, very cool. It actually has a little cutout here, and like it goes into the side, so it's very, very cool. But I'm super excited for this. The next one I have is one that I picked up with my Christmas money, and it is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This is another one that I am so excited for. I really just want to pick this up, but I kind of want to read some shorter books. I don't know. All the books that I'm absolutely desperate to read at the minute are really long, and I'm not usually someone that cares that much about the size of a book, but I feel very behind on my Goodreads goal, and I feel like I should read something a little bit shorter just to kind of get into the swing of it. But I do really, really want to read this soon. It's got so many amazing reviews. Reagan from Peru's Project is raving about it all the time, and that's the main reason I picked this up. But I just think this will be right up my alley, so maybe I'll pick this up soon. But well, I will pick it up soon. Maybe it'll be my next read, I don't know. I just know that I'm really desperate to read it because it sounds incredible. Then I have We Are Blood and Thunder by Kezia Lupo. This is another one that I started a really long time ago and put down just like a pick up another book that I think I had to read for a review, I had to read quicker. But this is one that's really intriguing, and it's very grim. It's very descriptive in some kind of gross ways. So if you're someone that's very kind of like you cringe a lot at these gross things, you probably don't want to read this because it deals with dead bodies and dissections, and I didn't know that at first and it kind of freaked me out a bit, but it doesn't bother me anymore, so I'm super excited for this. Again, this cover is gorgeous, it's so satisfying, and I actually have 2 copies of this. I can't even remember how it happened, but I have 2 copies of this anyway, so maybe I'll annotate one and keep the other one fresh, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, super excited for this. So then I have Time of Our Lives by Emily Wibberley and Austin Seaton Broker. This is an arc, this comes out in April, I believe. Yeah, April 2020. This is a contemporary romance, as you can probably guess from the title and the cover. Yeah, I think it deals with a relationship where the girl, I mean, it says on the back, a boy desperate to hold on, a girl ready to let go. It sounds very very typical romantic contemporary, but also the storyline seems quite unique, so I am excited for this. I'm not really in a huge contemporary mood right now, but when I am, I think this will be the next one I pick up because obviously it comes out in April, so I need to read it fairly soon. I'm very, very excited for it, and as soon as I'm in a contemporary mood again, I will be reading this immediately. Then I have a book that I was gifted for Christmas, and it is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. This is one that I have already read, but I have set myself the goal of reading this at least once a month. It's not a very long book. For those of you that don't know, it's full of illustrations and very meaningful writings, so I'm very excited for this. As I said, I have already read it, but it is one of my goals for this year to read it at least once a month, because all the messages in this book are so important and so uplifting, and I feel like it's something that will benefit me to read it constantly, and yeah, that's definitely one of my goals of this year. And the last book that I have on my TBR on this top tier, they're kind of in order but not really. This is The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gower. This is one that I have had for a very, very long time and I've not got around to reading yet just because it's quite big and intimidating, but it's a historical fiction set in the 1700s and I just think it will be very spectacular, very kind of whimsical, but also very historical, obviously. Intriguing. I'm very excited for this. It's a shame that I haven't read it yet, but as I said, the size is definitely intimidating me because it's a very big book, but I'm looking forward to this and I feel like once I do read it, it will be one that I really, really enjoy. Okay, we're going to start with these 4. I'm going to start with these 4 books. They are from Barrington Stoke. The first one is Second Best Friend by Non Pratt. Then we have Passing for White by Tanya Landman, McTavish on the Move by Meg Rosoff, and Tanya Landman's One Shot. These are all very short, quick stories, but they all deal with very important topics. One Shot is inspired by the life of Annie Oakley. Passing for White is inspired by Ellen and William Craft, and I just think these two especially are going to be really important and intriguing reads, and I definitely want to get to them pretty soon. Inspiring and important stories, and I definitely want to get to these two soon. Then we have A Dog Named Beautiful by Rob Kugler. This is one that I've had for quite a while and I've been wanting to read for a very long time. The only reason I haven't read it yet is because the kind of main storyline of this book is that the dog has cancer and they're trying to get the most of their lives together. Rob Kugler was actually in the military, and Bella, his dog, was there for his family while he was away, and then this is the story of him returning from the military, I believe, and as I said, living the best life with Bella before she gets too poorly. I have V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic. This is one that everybody and their dog has read, but I have not read yet, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I really want to get to it soon because everybody says it's incredible, and I feel like I'm the only person on BookTube who has not read it at this point, so need to read this at some point soon. Then I have Cries War by Nina Varela. This is one that has only been recently released, and I won it on a giveaway, and I'm super excited to read this. This cover again is phenomenal. It's beautiful, and yeah, I'll probably do a reading vlog for this, so if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments and I can definitely make that video happen. But I'm super excited for this. I've heard some really good things, and I think it's going to be something I really enjoy. And I have I, Cosmo. This is a middle grade contemporary that is told from the perspective of the family dog, and I just think that is a fantastic idea, and I'm super excited to read this because I think it's going to be so heartwarming and uplifting. Then I have The Subtle Knife and The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. I have not read these yet. I have read the first book in the series, but I need to continue on with it, and I think I might, again, I keep saying I'm going to read all these soon. I can't read all of these books soon, but yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to carry on with this series. Then we have Daisy Jones and the Six. This is another one that I started and put down, and I'd like to finish it soon. I don't really need to explain what this book is about because it's probably the most raved book at the minute on BookTube, so you all know what it is, but I'd like to finish this. I have John Steinbeck's East of Eden. This is one that I've heard a lot about, and I just think it's something that I should read. I really like John Steinbeck's writing, so I'd like to pick up more of his work, and I thought this was a good place to start. Then I have The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. This is one that I was recently sent from Tor, so thank you so much to them for sending this to me. I'm super excited to get to it. This will probably be one that I pick up very soon. It's very fantastical and unique and intense, and I'm very excited for it. Then I have Zenith. This is another one that I picked up at Yelk and have not yet got to, which I feel really bad about, but I have to really be in the mood for sci-fi at the minute. It's not something that I could just dip into, but I'm super excited for this. I've heard some really good things about it, and Sasha is literally one of the nicest people I've ever met, so need to read her book as soon as possible. Then I have The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. This is one of Hannah from A Clockwork Reader's favourite books. She's one of my favourite booktubers, so I really would like to read one of her favourite books and see if I like it too, but I've heard a lot of nice things about this. It's very whimsical and fantastical apparently, and it seems like something that's very unique, a special story, so I'd like to get into this and see if I like it. Then I have We Hunt the Flame. This is one that I'm absolutely desperate to read again. I'm very excited for this. My edition has, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's like a little slit here. I have no idea how that happened, but I'm super excited for this. The font is tiny, and I will say that that's kind of been putting me off, but I've heard so many wonderful things about this book that I just really want to pick it up soon and see if I enjoy it as much as everyone else. So then I have To Kill a Kingdom. This is one, again, that everybody always raves about, and I started reading it and was really enjoying it, but then I decided to pick up another book, which happens a lot in case you can't tell, but I think this will be something I really enjoy. It's to do with sirens and mermaids and princes, and it just sounds wonderful, and I'm very excited. I then have A Dance with Dragons Part 2 by George Martin. This is the last book that I have to read in this series. It's currently out, obviously, and I am putting it off because I don't want it to end, so that's the only reason I haven't read this yet. I have The Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. This is another one that I've been meaning to get to for a really long time, and one of my favourite authors, so I feel like I should just get on with it and stop procrastinating, because Rick Riordan is like everyone's favourite uncle, right? Is that what they say? Is that what Jessie says? I don't know, but I'm very, very excited for this, and I can't wait to continue with this world because I enjoy everything he writes, so I can't wait. Right, we have 4 more books to go. I'm hoping my camera doesn't die, but I have The Last Wish. This is the first book in the Witcher series. Can't wait to read this. I'm currently waiting though because there is a readathon that is occurring over on Twitter, so probably going to wait and join in with everyone else when I read this, but I'm very, very excited and I think it's going to be something I really enjoy, so very excited for this. I then have Nevernight by J. Kristoff. This is another one that everybody always raves about and I've not read yet, so like a couple of these other books, I need to get to it and see what the hype is all about and see if I enjoy it as much as everybody else does, but yeah, no reason other than the fact that I'm procrastinating that I haven't read this yet. So I talked that up and my camera did indeed die, but I'm going to be super, super quick now because I need to finish this video. I have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern and The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, and they're 2 books. The 5th season is one that I really, really want to get to as soon as possible because I'm super excited for it, but yeah, those are all the books that are on my TBR cart currently. I'm going to have to end this video very swiftly because, as I said, I have next to no room left on my iPad, but that was my TBR cart. I will do updated versions of this video throughout the year, but currently this is what's on my TBR, and I think I'm very excited about what I have to read, and I'm very, very lucky and thankful to have all these amazing books in my possession to read. So yes, I'm feeling very, very thankful right now and very excited to get into all of these books and enjoy new worlds, new authors, and share my thoughts with everybody on my Instagram and my Twitter and here on YouTube, and I'm just feeling very, very happy about my current reading situation. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you're currently reading, what you're hoping to read soon, what's on your TBR. I'm very, very excited to hear from you guys and see what you guys are reading. Yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to see future videos from myself. I'll leave all of my social media links in the description box so you can follow me elsewhere. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye guys.